Hi, I'm Vincent Arcuri. Welcome to The Real Deal. I'm excited today to make a big announcement. Might surprise a few people, but I'm here today to announce my affiliation with Real Brokerage. Recently, I was with LPT Realty, had a great experience with LPT. Really, so one of the things that it really did the last 2 years is it opened my mind and refreshed the residual concept to me. And so I'm forever thankful for that, forever thankful to Robert Palmer and his staff for introducing me to that. And it's something that it really opened up my eyes and made me explore some of the other options that are out there, and which led me to Real. And, we'll have other videos that'll do a deeper dive. But the purpose of this, I wanted to make sure that I thanked everybody. And a lot of people, oh, they're mad or whatever. Nobody's mad. It just kind of took itself by storm. You look at the numbers, you look at the facts, and for myself personally, this was the best move for me and my family after I looked at every single detail of every company that was out there. But once again, I want to say one door closes, another door opens, and here I am, just excited to start this new chapter, to be able to help agents reignite their career, and excited to be working with agents again, launching my luxury division to help agents that have always wanted to get into the luxury, how I, as a former janitor, have elevated that and gone into the celebrity aspect of real estate, how I did that step by step. And, I'm super excited to be joined by my sponsor, who sponsored me into Real here today, my friend Daniel Perez. Daniel, welcome to The Real Deal.
Thank you, Vincent. I'm really excited to be here with you. I'm really honored to be your sponsor into this new venture that we have started. And, I'm very grateful for LPT Realty. We've been there the past 2 years, and nothing but great things happen there. We've formed a relationship there. We've met a lot of great people, and nothing but great things to say about LPT Realty, Robert Palmer, the management team. It's been a great learning experience, but like you say, sometimes things, aren't what you thought they were. And in this case, we found something better. And at the end of the day, us as realtors, we got to do what's best for us and our family. And we after looking at the numbers and looking at the different companies, we decided that we're going to go ahead and join Real Brokerage, like you said. And we have great partners. We've created a big partnership, and we're here to announce that we're going to be moving to Real Brokerage. And I also want to go ahead and introduce my own sponsor. This is a lady that I admire, I respect very much. I met her through LPT. We've been working together for the past 2 years, even though we're not even in the same organization or the same network. We formed a great relationship. We're very good friends, and we've been working together. And I decided to partner up with her and you. And I want to go ahead and introduce my sponsor, the one and only Betsy Tinervin.
Thanks, Danny. Super excited to be here with you and Vince. I'm Betsy Tinervin, and I first just want to thank everyone at LPT Realty, everyone that has been on my team, has followed me to a couple brokerages, and Robert Palmer, I consider a friend, I consider a family. Matt Hodge, I also had the pleasure of working with him very closely on some projects, and both of those two gentlemen have impacted my career in priceless ways. The relationships that I built at LPT, one of them being with you, Danny, and of course, being in your organization, Vince. I've learned just so much, and I'll never forget, being asked to sub for the radio show, Vincent, in which you were supposed to show up and show me how to work the equipment, but you got sick. And, doing the radio show, bonding with all of you agents, it was an amazing opportunity that Robert gave me. And I will be truly grateful forever. It's made me a better speaker. It's made me a better coach. And so, thinking about looking back when I was at EXP, I was very privy to rev share and residuals. And one of the things that as we get older, I'm going to be turning 42 this year, we start to look at retirement. And so for me, I love LPT's tools and I love their marketing. I felt with Real Brokerage, it actually gives agents a place where they can really retire. And in looking at the numbers with my colleagues, we decided that it wouldn't just be best for us and our families, but it would be best for everyone in our organization to really create that wealth plan, create that retirement plan. And so for me, I'm a leader, I give back. I also want to say that no matter what brokerage you're with, if I've worked with you in the past, our relationship is never going to change. I know that's very cliche and people say that all the time, but I truly and genuinely mean that. This, I feel, is a place where people can retire and build, and we're going to be doing a lot of great things. You know, I never even read my ICA agreement when I joined LPT because I knew a lady who was a professional. She has a resume a mile long, 35 years of experience. She's not only done MLM marketing, renovates homes, but has run an entire brokerage. And so for me, when I was asked to join her at LPT, there was no questions asked. And I'm truly honored and just grateful. And I know Vince and Danny are too, that now the head of our organization is the one and only Queen, Miss Ellie Lambert.
Thank you, Betsy. I am Ellie Lambert, and welcome to The Real Deal. I'm very excited to be here. As Betsy mentioned, with over 30 years in the industry, broker owner for over 25 years, there is something about being a broker, right? You're helping your agents, you're engaging them, and you know, you hope that everyone has something set aside, as you've heard my amazing colleagues here talk about revenue share and what the future looks like in retirement. And so grateful to Robert Palmer that he introduced LPT to Vincent and I about 2 years ago. And it really did. I've had a background in MLM as well. And so when I saw the opportunity to revenue share, I thought, wow, we could set ourselves up for the future, our families. And that has been wonderful for 2 years. But as things change, and we always have to keep our minds open to new opportunities, and numbers don't lie. And so in doing a deep dive research into the Real company, we saw that there was a huge opportunity, not just for ourselves, but now we could really come back and help our network. I felt like when I had the brokerage, I had a handle on that, and then moving into a larger company, it kind of took away. There was a piece that was missing, and I feel like that piece was to be able to help those agents grow their own organizations. It was a little bit of hands off. I feel like now we have a new lease on life, new excitement, where we can engage those people. We can help them, truly help them set themselves up for retirement. We work hard, we're producing, and with this new Real, we are able to truly have a true retirement plan. I'm so blessed and honored to be here with these three, and we are looking forward to moving in the future with all of you. And again, I want to say a big thank you to Robert and his team for everything that they have done for our organization.
And Ellie, really quickly, would you just mention the process that we went through when we interviewed multiple people at Real and who we've chosen to be our fearless leaders going into this?
Yes, it is important. And when we say we did research, we interviewed 3 different uplines. And I think that you have to look at it all. You have to look, Betsy, at personality. You have to look at experience. You have to look at the support. Support is huge. And in doing so, we were able to capture the right person. And I want to thank Amy and Spring, because they are amazing. They have a history with success, with coaching. And I think that it's going to be a total advantage to our team.
And Vince, I think you should talk about your relationship with Amy, because Vincent Acuri is actually the one. He's still one of our fearless leaders who really dove deep and has had a 20-year plus relationship with Amy Youngren. So why don't you talk about that?
Well, Amy, wonderful girl. I knew her known her for 20 years when she was the receptionist at Exit Realty. And Amy was the girl that answered the phone when you called as a franchisee, which I was. And she was the first person. Later on, went in to become a very high-level producer for about 15 years with Keller Williams. And about 2 years ago, right about the same time, Robert actually sponsored me into LPT, and she was sponsored into Real. So we really had parallel as far as people in our organization. As the years went on, we were comparing notes, with where we were. And she really is a leader in the industry, very respected. And, when you're running with somebody that joined a company the same time that you did, and they have the same amount of people in their organization that you do, they're also, a team leader, and you can run these parallels. I mean, it's the results are painfully obvious for me. I immediately, it was like a light switch going off, and she showed that. I'm forever thankful for Robert Palmer for reintroducing me into the residual concept, but forever grateful to Amy that she was there and had those equal numbers with me where I could do a parallel to really open my eyes. I know that Betsy and I are going to be doing some more deep dives into the differences between LPT and Real, so that people can clearly understand the way we did, why we felt like this was a better option, not only for us, but for people in our organization. So, one of the most frustrating things for me is to be in a position where you're doing well, which with LPT, I had over 700 people in my organization, and I was doing well, but I felt like the people in my organization were not doing well. And I felt like with this formula, I'm able to help them achieve some of the successes that Ellie and I have had,
I love
and where
that.
they could benefit, and that they could also, and I think that's everybody's goal, is to elevate people. I know your training platform that you do, it elevates people, and that's really what we're in the business of, is elevating people that affiliate with us.
And Danny, we're super excited because you and I have been trying to work together for 2 years. I know that one thing with Vince and Ellie and you and myself, we wanted to really cover Tampa Bay. So we now have offices on both sides of the city. We have another proud sponsor partnership that we'll be announcing, and hopefully be adding a third office throughout Tampa Bay. But I know that you're really big into events and training. Let's just talk about what the Real Deal organization is how we're going to really pour into these agents with events and training, and why that's important.
Definitely, Betsy. Thank you. So I think the main thing that agents need is training and support, because real estate is a hard business to get into. And it takes years for you to kind of build your business up. If you think about it, you're starting your own business, and you don't know what you don't know. You're brand new to this industry, and you got to learn everything. There's so much learning to do, and they need support. They need training. They need you to hold their hand. And I think that's what's lacking in most brokerage. They don't have the training and support that a new agent needs when they, join, get their real estate license and start working as a realtor. So we want to do that. We want to provide that training, that support that agents are going to need in order to grow their business and be successful. I think that's key in any business, but especially in real estate. You got to learn, you got to train, you got to keep learning, because this industry keeps changing every year. We're coming to a big change here with NAR, changing the commissions on the MLS, and that's gonna be another learning curve that we gotta train agents. And if they don't learn that, they're gonna fall behind, and they won't make it. And I don't want to leave no agents behind that are part of our organization. So we gotta make sure that they know what they're doing and that they are trained on everything.
And also, you and I both have a background with MLM because we came from EXP.
Yes.
So I know that one of the things that we're really going to push, because we've been a part of organizations. We were a part of an organization, EXP. We were a part of an organization at Real. And, Vince, you and I have talked about this. 20 years ago, we were a part of an organization, EXP. We were a part of an organization at Real. And, Vince, you and I have talked about this. 20 years ago, we were a part of an organization, EXP. We were a part of an organization at Real. And, Vince, you and I have talked about this. when you choose your upline and when you collaborate with different people, you have to run it like a business.
Yes.
And so I think, Ellie, we've discussed this as well. What I'm excited about with this organization, the Real Deal, is that we're not just going to rely on the brokerage. And it wasn't LPT's fault that certain things weren't happening in our network. And we're certainly not going to let it be Real's. We are taking this by Strive in our own hands. And Ellie has a role, and I have a role, and Danny has a role, and Vince has a role. And we've continued, and we will continue to interview other people that want to plug into this organization. The Real Broker does have a Real Academy, though,
Yes.
which I love, and we are going to become a part of that. So if you're already with Real and we weren't there, so you couldn't be a part of the Real Deal, we will be putting some of our training platforms as well to share the wealth and knowledge with everyone at Real Brokerage. And so the Real Academy allows everybody to teach and train. There's no silos, there's no clubs, it's not cliquey. You're going to find that everywhere, but I do feel like they have tried to create that culture there. So with that being said, I'll let Vince leave us with a final thought, but I do want to say to you guys, I'm beyond excited for this journey.
I am very excited.
And I felt alive again. Like,
Absolutely. And you know, I want to leave with this. You know, a lot of times in life, certain doors open, and I think I mentioned this in the beginning, certain doors open, certain doors close, but you know, you shouldn't be embarrassed if there's a better opportunity for you that benefits you and your family. There's no shame and embarrassment in taking a look at it. I'm thankful that we did, because I would have never known that this opportunity, that in my mind, this is a far superior opportunity, put itself in front of me. And when I really, you know, like Ellie always says, numbers don't lie. And when I looked at the benefit, not only to myself, but people also involved with my organization and the doors that it's going to open for them, it was just an irrefutable door that opened up for me to walk through. So if you'd like more information on Real or anybody, I'm sure our numbers have appeared on the screen. Contact any one of us and we can explain to you what we saw in Real. And also, I'm sure there's going to be a follow-up program with me and Betsy where we're going to break down exactly what these numbers are that we teased on in this video, and basically why we made this decision. And I think when you see it step by step, ABC, 2 + 2 = 4, as they say, you're going to probably want to take a look at what we're doing as well. So I want to thank everybody who tuned in and watched the whole video. And I want to once again thank Robert Palmer and the entire organization of LPT. It's been a fun, wonderful ride, but I'm also looking forward to this new venture with this A-team that I've got over here with me. And I know we're just going to set the world on fire. So thanks for tuning in.